What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome to Idle Soldier. This is a brand new clicker / idle game that just launched, but before we get started and start talking about this game, this is a sponsored video, so if you do like what you see and you want to support the developers for supporting FG, check out my referral link in the description below. Now, what is this game? Now, if you're kind of familiar with games like Clicker Heroes or Cookie Clicker or even Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm, this game is in that same exact vein. The game, for the most part, idly plays on its own, but you can take an active participant role in this game to kind of do more damage once you get to a stage that kind of is a little too strong for you. Now, I'll go ahead and show you kind of the overall gameplay here. Now, what I'm going to do, as you can see, I have a few of my characters down here at the bottom of the screen. I have 18 million gold because I just kind of let the game sit for a while to kind of build up as much gold as possible. And this should look very familiar if you're into these types of games. I'm using a bunch of gold to kind of level up my characters. As you can see, they've jumped up to like a level 154. I'm gonna power you up a little bit because on this stage I'm kind of dying. So I'm not doing fantastic here. But once I get a little bit more levels, I should do a little bit better. Now, I've gotten to the point where I've spent pretty much all of my gold when it comes to powering up my characters. Now, I'm still losing this level, so what can I do? So we're gonna go ahead and let them die. And this time I'm gonna take a more of an active approach to combat here. So I have this little helicopter attack that I can bring down. My characters themselves have special abilities. Like watch this, the female character right here. I can make her do a little dance that gives everybody powered up. Drop a missile, I can pop a health potion there as well. And as you can see, just by doing that alone, I was able to push past that level. And what I'll also do now, I'm getting destroyed once again because a lot of my cooldowns have already expired. So let's try that one more time. So we're back on stage 108. I'm gonna drop down the helicopter missiles, give myself a quick heal, throw a grenade, drop more air artillery, and once again, that gives me enough power to skip past that level and keep going. Now, I will say, when it comes to clicker games, they're all kind of like a really, in my opinion, they have really boring backdrops. So I do kind of appreciate the fact that they said, you know what, let's not just put a JPEG on the screen that you click over and over. Let's actually put a survival horror game in our clicker game or in our idle game and go with that instead. So I definitely have to appreciate kind of breaking the trends when it comes to idle / clicker games. So that's very much appreciated. And like I said, you can let the game just kind of idly play. You can let the game just kind of idly play, but you do get more out of combat and you're able to defeat more stages if you kind of take more of an active role in combat. So I've done all that. I've done a few stages. I'm on a stage 110. Let's say that I'm done. So what I can do is I can return to base, and once again, if you're kind of familiar with these types of games, this should look very familiar. So I return back to base. As you can see, all of my characters are now level 1. I'm back to stage 1. So why on earth would you do that? I'll tell you why. So your actual upgrades on your characters transfer over. So you pretty much what you want to kind of do is try to go as high as you can as far as level wise and then reset yourself back down to 1 and basically kind of prestige level your characters. So now I can make this character a little bit more powerful. I can up his accuracy, for example, if I want to. That's that. I can take her and upgrade her cheer dance. I like that little disco move that they pulled there. And basically that's kind of what you do there. So that's kind of the gist of it. And as you can see, now that I'm back to level 3, I can start powering up my characters again, and now they're slightly more powerful than they were because, like I said, I basically prestige leveled them. So there are different types of gameplay as well. So this is kind of like your basic campaign mode. When you want to leave the game idle, this is kind of what you'll do. There's also dungeons that you can go to as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this dungeon. And you want to do these dungeons to get special currency, which allows you to buy and upgrade different equipment in the game. So this is totally separate from like the basic campaign. And as you can see, you cannot level your characters in this mode, so you just need to be strong enough to defeat it. As you can see, all of the characters have locks here, but you can use their special abilities. So periodically, while you're going through the campaign, you want to kind of just stop, run a dungeon, get some of the currency, get some of the loot, and then go back into the campaign. So this one should be a really easy one for my team to go through, and there you have it. Got 100 of these coins here, and like I said, I can use those to purchase upgrades as well as equipment. Now, there's also PvP, which I'm not going to really touch on too much. I've done a little bit of it. As you can see, I'm kind of getting my season rewards. I've done a little bit of it, but I don't know enough about it just yet. But I do want to kind of make sure you guys know that there is a PvP mode that you can partake in, and this allows you to get even more currency, equipment, all that stuff that you just saw. Like, if I go out here, now that I got all of those season rewards, I can switch my SMG here. I can equip that instead. Go to character. My characters also have combat equipment. So for example, if I want to equip this butt plate and to give myself a little bit more crit, I can do that as well. And there you have it. So that's pretty much the game in kind of a nutshell. Like I said, these types of games are very, very popular. If you go to Steam right now, there are like 4 or 5 clicker and idle style games that are in the top 100. Not to mention the games that are on mobile. There are so many clicker / idle games on mobile. So this is a very popular genre. So I thought I would touch on it just a little bit. I have covered one idle game before, so I thought I would give another one a try just because of the theme really kind of sets it apart. So that is that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, like I said, this is Idle Soldiers. If you do like what you see, I do have my referral link in the description below. Support the developers for supporting me. These sponsored videos help me continue to do what I love to do on the YouTube. So that will do it. I'm FG3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.